we had I just had a round around how they practice, and I was quite surprised to see that a patient was advised angiography and angioplasty. So the patient took his own sweet time to understand, to read the investigations, all that. And then when he was a little bit ready, yeah, fine, what next, doctor? Immediately a counselor came into picture, not the doctor. A counselor came into picture. She took the patient to a counseling room. There I saw that that entire room was packed with a lot of patient education material, which involved videos, print material, live examples, a lot of patient talk. I mean, patient who had past experiences, testimonials. They were trying to, first of all, bring him on board, make him, accept him that there is some problem and we are going to treat it, but don't worry, we are in a safe hand. You are in a safe hand. So that was quite surprising. Now that is a problem here in India. I mean, lack of support system. A doctor, invariably, I have seen most of the practices that I have seen. The first and foremost reply that comes from a doctor is, boss, I don't have time. I have to see a lot of patients and I don't have that infrastructure. Now, how long are you going to tell this? At one point, you'll have to at one point make a provision for this, because this is his right. A patient needs to understand what he's going through, and look at the positive side. You are basically cutting down your repetitive task of explaining same thing to a patient over and over again. So lack of support system, even the support staff today in India, typical practice in India is more of like a clerical staff and not someone who looks healthcare even as a overall, I mean for a front office assistant in a clinic will not understand basically how to interact with the patient. She is there just to make sure that the appointment calendar is properly managed, patient barabar aa raha hai, ja raha hai, nikal raha hai, that's all. This support staff can actually be utilized. They can be trained. I mean, it's a basic training needed. There's no rocket science it's basically interaction. See, this is what you need to do. The moment he comes, a support staff can easily, a front office guy can easily make out what, because most of, like in India, we have cluster practices. So, you go to a cardiologist, it's obviously about hypertension or some cardiac problem or something. That 20 minutes, 15 minutes of waiting time, the support staff can make it more engaging with the patient. I mean, that's where the patient education starts itself, and that's what we try to follow. You have a corner within the clinic. Now, that's not a big deal. I mean, building up a small kiosk which will hardly take 1 or 2 feet of your premium space in your clinic. I said premium space because that's what I've been seeing, they've been talking about. Where you have some material available, be it print material, be it a video. You have TVs. I've seen almost in every waiting areas, I've seen TV going on. And what they're seeing on the TV, probably NDTV, CNN, IBN, they're talking about CWG, Commonwealth Games. Why don't you utilize this property? You can actually use this property. You don't have to spend around it. You have readily available material tools that you can utilize. So that's important. Of course, I've already come to that point, lack of active involvement of the doctor. I mean, I have no offense, but I've seen most of the doctors who they say, yaar, patient education is needed. I like it. It's a need of the hour. And then when I ask, what do you do about it? I don't do anything actually. I don't have that time. I have 10 minutes, 15 minutes to look after the patient. Should I tell him about his treatment and medication, or should I explain him about his disease? So that's something, I mean, I would not like to go much into that. Biased opinion, of course, the patient comes with, as Ms. Vanna told, they have that, it's good for patient support group and all that, but it shouldn't be biased. Something that fits a patient, it's not necessarily fit to other patient also. So they come with that biased opinion. So that's where again a barrier is for us. And we actually try to make sure that all the patient education material that we develop, they are neutral. They are not biased towards any specific inclination or any specific treatment modality or anything. They are very neutral. This is what it is. This is what you are facing the problem with, and this is how you are going to treat it. As simple as that. Low literacy and comprehension skills. Of course, that's again major problem in India because even within Bombay, though it's a urban city, within Bombay we've got doctors who are using our product in Dharavi, and we've got doctors who are using our product in Colaba. Stark difference. A doctor using our product in Dharavi will just mute the audio and everything. He is using that presentation basically to enhance his way of communication. He has got all the visuals, he has got all the videos available within that material. He will mute everything and he'll just use it. See, aapko ye hua hai, aisa hai, we are going to do this. Whereas in Colaba, I mean, I'm just giving an example. In a higher side, higher practice where the literacy level of the patient is higher, there they are actually, patient is demanding. Because nowadays I've seen higher middle class, and I've seen even in a lot of other section, that they've become demanding. They've started questioning, because it's no more like 10 years back it was like doctor is next to God. Not now, it's service provider and I am a service buyer. So if I'm a service buyer, if I'm spending 300, 500 bucks on consulting, I need value for my money. So that's what it has become. So they become more demanding, and more than demand, it's more about information, because they eventually want to take charge of their health. So that's again low literacy. So we have to make sure that these barriers are also handled very well, because we have a varied culture in our country. I mean, even within, it's a small company, so we are right now focused only in Bombay and nearby area. And we are finding it so difficult to how to match this. But then we know at one point of time we'll definitely come out with some solution for this. And denial of patient's personal responsibility. That's again because it has not been put into in our practices for past many years, that for you patient education is important. So patient is also not finding it important. That अरे क्या करना है यार, डॉक्टर ने बोला कर लिया, डॉक्टर ने दवाई लिखा ले लिया. So that's again, I'm sure you'll agree with that. So these are typical barriers that we have been facing, and we are trying to overcome. Typically, the channels that we use to send across our material or channelize our material is most of our material is being used by doctors, hospitals, pharmaceutical companies. But then where they are used in physicians' clinic. It's used in hospital waiting areas, consulting rooms, healthcare centers, public hospitals, information kiosks. Now all of them are very much common, but eventually these are the places where this can be used, because this is first point of contact for any patient, and even the final thing wraps up, primary, secondary or tertiary, everything wraps up here. So we try to make, these are the kind of channels that we usually go on with. And of course, this is what our overall content offering. I mean, when we talk about patient education, it's not about just information, but how we disseminate this information. What are the various medias that we use? So far, I mean, patient education is not a new concept in India. I've seen. I mean, at some level, it's being used, like flip charts and posters. It's like a permanent fixture in most of the clinics, and it's been there for many years. But they are not effectively used. So we realize that. It's not just print media that we need to really go with. We have to use a mix of all the latest technologies available, the multimedia technology, the encouraging challenges, and various, if you see that videotapes, CDs, DVDs, these are all basically using multimedia tools, technology, internet, mobile communication. And since there's a lot to offer now, I mean, technology has advanced so much, we can actually utilize this very well. So eventually, if I say patient education, it's a must. I mean, if you look at it from a patient point of view, he gets a complete charge of his health. He can actually take a good informed decision about his health. And from a doctor's point of view, it's good because a doctor is getting, first of all, that quality healthcare provider tag. He's not just treating disease, but he's actually providing an information, communicating with the patient in his language. So overall, if you look, patient education has been very important, and we are just trying to make sure that we continue doing this and come out with new ways of communicating to the patient. And to conclude and sum it up, I'll just run a short clip that from our library about when I say patient education material, what kind of material we develop.